you to have this, either memorize it or kind of have a list somewhere, because when you're talking about, you know, these basic dangers that are out there today, these are really kind of the main ones, and I think people can resonate with these. Particularly the first ones, you'll notice these are all food related. You know, no big surprise there. So I was looking for some statistics, and these ones stood out to me out of the many statistics out there. 287 number of industrial chemicals found in newborn babies. 100 the average number of pharmaceutical medicines in public drinking water in significant concentrations. I mean, that's crazy, right? I mean, if you think about what that may be in 20 years, it's really incredible. 400 number of cosmetic products sold in the U.S. that are unsafe and banned in other countries. If you can believe it. This first number really I found a little scary. 800 million pounds of pesticides used in U.S. agriculture. This reproductive toxicology journal recently published this study where they studied the blood of these unborn babies, basically. 93% had genetically modified foods, testable. And then 70 million pounds of pesticides that we use on our lawns. You know, and I think that that's become an increasing concern, you know, living near golf courses and all the Monsanto stuff. Sorry, I probably shouldn't say the word, but Monsanto stuff that they put in the lawn. Yeah, exactly. All right, so this is very important. You know, this reminds me of Achieve. When we launched Achieve, people would also always say, can skinny people do it? You know, what about the Vatas? Excuse me? That go skinny, go Vata, right? And you use it for lean muscle mass. And the same thing for this. To detox, you don't have to be an individual, you know, that's extremely toxic and overweight and, you know, clearly needing a detox. Detox is something we consider maintenance. You know, I mean, the healthiest athlete out there can benefit from detoxing. And certainly all body types, VPK, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So we call high and medium bioaccumulation kind of the first two groups. And I just listed a few, you know, of the common parameters related to that. Fast food, of course, processed food, occupational and environmental exposure, which is becoming definitely an increasing concern today. And then what we call sick buildings. You know, these are buildings that have poor cross-ventilation, buildings that, as I was saying yesterday, some of the carpets and basically hotels in Vegas is what I'm talking about. Low bioaccumulation, organic and whole foods, decreased occupational environmental exposure, active lifestyle. So these are individuals who are, you know, already pretty healthy, but are going to benefit from this quarterly cleanse of the symptoms of a toxic body. I covered this briefly yesterday. This is also a list. You should, you know, kind of learn these, write them down somewhere. People will manifest toxins in their body symptomatically in different ways. You know, some people will break out in skin rashes, of course, frequent colds and illness, overweight, allergies, food cravings, mood swings. Again, I mentioned the tongue coating. Did anyone ever notice the tongue coating? I'm just curious.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a telltale sign. It may be too much if you're talking to someone out there in the field and say, stick out your tongue, but, you know, maybe that's a good thing. All right, so let's do this questionnaire very quickly here. What I want you to do, if you have a piece of paper, or if you can do it in your head, it's fine. I want you to choose a number for each of these questions. Again, 0 to 1 doesn't really apply. 2 to 3 sometimes apply. 4 to 5 strongly applies. So I'll give you a couple minutes and just add those up. Hopefully you can count that high. Hopefully it's low enough that you don't have to count that high.
Have them stick out their tongue and show it to their partner sitting next to them. And if it's too yucky and coated, they can change the seats.
I'll subject you to that. Maybe some morning breath going on still. All right, everyone done? Okay, I'll give you another minute here. give me an idea in the room here. Who is 0 to 9? Okay. That's actually not incredibly surprising, you know. I mean, there's a lot of healthy individuals in this company, you know, taking the products and whatnot. 10 to 16. Okay, so that's at least as much as 0 to 9. I'd say probably a little bit more, maybe about 20% more. 17 to 25, don't be shy. Okay, so it's kind of what we would expect. And I bet if you took this out into a broader population, particularly with individuals who aren't, you know, consuming good nutritional products already, exercising, eating good diets, you're probably going to have a lot hanging out in the 15 to 16 range, and as high as kind of 18 to 20. And obviously if people are in the 25, then that's a very telling sign. So feel free to even use this. You know, this is adapted actually from the AMA questionnaire in our book, Eat, Taste, Heal. So if you want an more extensive one, I think that has like 10 questions, right, Don? The one in the book, so that's a resource for you. And turning it over to Suhas. Thank you.
Good morning, guys. Good. Are you liking the concept of Zrii Purify?
Absolutely.
You resonate with that and you think it's a good addition to the Zrii family? Yes! Yeah, one of our friends told me, I got this product very well. It's very simple. It's AM, PM and BM. And as simple as that. And so it is very, very simple, very unique. And I say unique because there's nothing like this in the market. It is meant for a very, very easy cleanse and detox, and which also creates a very effective feeling that you would reach to your goals of weight normalization. And I think even in modern medicine, it's a well accepted and well documented fact that a good cleanse and good detox, which used to be a total foreign words in conventional modern medicine, is embracing the concept that there is a lot of truth and wisdom to all of these ancient cultures who have been talking about these cleanses for a long time together. And what Dan just now told you about all these loads of toxins, what we have everywhere around us, means who can qualify for Zrii? Yeah, anyone who is breathing can qualify for Zrii Purify. And if you live in the United States, you super qualify for Zrii Purify. But the fact is that it is putting a lot of stress and burden on our system, which is crumbling and creating diseases and imbalances. So it's a great product. All the herbs are supported by synergistic nutrients and vitamins and minerals. So they all work hand in hand together for an effective cleanse of all the vital organs. So we should never forget that however good the products are, what you do those 7 days is very important. If you're eating your big New Yorkers and slurping your big soda drinks or anything, no purified product is going to help you in any way. So you have to be very careful, especially on those 7 days, that you are eating foods which are fresh, live, vibrant, alive, filled with prana, eating less, eating light, fresh juicing things. And we are giving you a booklet which will give you all those dietary and lifestyle guidelines. You should be going to bed at proper time, you should be doing some physical exercise during those times. It is nothing extreme, but it is something very simple and sensible during those 7 days, that how can you eliminate some of your normal so-called good glorifying addictions like caffeine or anything else could be minimized, and you could be ready for a good effective cleanse. So the success of the cleanse depends upon how your diet and lifestyle is during those 7 days. And I would take it further, a couple of days before you start the cleanse and a couple of days after you finish the cleanse, you have to slowly reintroduce your so-called normal lifestyle. So the good thing about this product is there is no force involved. It is a very easy separation for supporting body's ability to cleanse itself. And we all know that the body is trying to get rid of the impurities on its own. We are just barely supporting it. We are actually creating a very easy pathway for these impurities and toxins to come out. It's a deep tissue cleanse. There's a wonderful Ayurvedic concept called Shakha and Koshta. Koshta means the hollow spaces, and Shakha means the dense covering over the hollow space. If you look at your gut, the hollow space in the gut is called as koshtha, and the covering is called as shaka. So the concept of this is you need to loosen the impurities which are stuck in the enveloping part of shaka and bring them into the main channels of circulation. So that's what the Zrii Purify is all doing. Seasonal cleanses, we always talk about, we need to align our life with the laws of nature, and we need to probably time the cleanses properly with the change of season. So if you can plan a 1 week Zrii Purify 4 times a year, every 3 months, year after, for the rest of your life, you are going to add a tremendous value of prevention, whether it is cancer, whether it is heart disease, any disease you name it. It will have a very, very broad spectrum impact on every individual with every body type, with every constitution, and every stages of imbalances. So it's going to be a very, very positive, transformational lifestyle change. We always talk about these 6 stages of diseases, how the doshas, impurities tend to accumulate, they tend to aggravate, they tend to spread and get localized in different parts of the body and create diseases. And it actually nips in the bud, where you don't start accumulating those impurities in different parts and you keep on purging them out from the nearest possible exit at the right time, before it builds up and creates a terrible disease where you're suddenly realizing where it came from. So we are actually addressing these 6 stages of disease prevention. There's a lot of emotional release which is happening during Zrii Purify. So you will notice that if your spouse is going through that, you don't take anything what he or she says personally during those 7 days. And so at least they have benefit of doubt during those 7 days. And so sensory withdrawal is very important. I tell my clients to do an electronic fast or a cleanse 7 days. So if you can minimize all the sensory activities, televisions, internet, things like that, and be a little bit more close within yourself, will aid in effective cleanse during those 7 days. It's all meant for rasayana, for rejuvenation, anti-aging, as well as creating a sense of well-being. But it will happen only when there is an effective detox happening, and then you will be actually embarking on this. Every part of this product is all natural and all herbal in its origin. So I would like to share some wonderful photos of these herbs which are in there. And as I said, they are one of the most set of revered herbs for a natural, easy cleanse of all the 7 tissues, which is including guduchi, which is on the left-hand side, manjishtha, punarnava, neem, which is an excellent herb and it's a big, wonderful tree, musta, as well as kutki and gokshi. So these are all herbs which are coming from the plant kingdom, and these are very, very intelligent herbs as we call them. All these 7 herbs which are in the AM blend are correlated with the 7 tissues of plasma, blood, muscle, fat, adipose tissues, bones, bone marrow, and the sexual fluids. But what is important is that there are these 7 Ayurvedic herbs combined together with 7 known Western herbs. If you look at parsley, dandelion, artichoke, huwa ursi, burdock, milk thistle, mullein leaf, these are all herbs which are correlating with all the specific set of organs which are very important to be cleansed, and the impurities should not be stuck in these organs because they are responsible for the production of the blood, they are responsible for overall absorption of the nutrients and everything, whether it is spleen, liver, gallbladder, heart, kidney, your bone marrow, as well as brain and lungs. These are important organs which we need to get rid of the impurities which can get stuck into that. And the synergy between these Eastern as well as Western herbs is excellent, supported by some of the vitamins and nutrients combined together. So we'll be talking more and more about it. The PM blend and the combination of this PM blend is also very effective because you need to purge these impurities out, whether it is cascara, whether it is rhubarb, marshmallow, slippery elm, chitrat, the carbonated blend of fennel, peppermint and ginger, as well as prune and magnesium oxide. So these are very, very simple combinations which will create almost a soothing combination to your gut, where the gut doesn't feel dry from a harsh cleanse, but it creates and restores the lining, it restores the flora and the functioning of your gut, as well as purges out the impurities much more easily and effectively. And these are some of the photos of cascaras, rhubarb, marshmallow. So all coming from Mother Nature, and they are very simple, very healthy, and one can consume some of these things for the rest of your life on a normal day-to-day living. So a good amount of fiber is absolutely necessary to consume, and a good purge, which is going to purge these things out, will always aid in improving the quality of your health. So look at psyllium, aloe vera, acacia, triphala, fenugreek seeds. These are the part of the fiber that you'll be consuming. And how many of you have tried fiber yet? You like the taste of it? It's a wonderful, delicious combination of soluble and insoluble fiber. And the reason why it is combined that way, there's a lot of thought process involved into that, because you need to liquefy the impurities which are stuck in the cells and tissues from the soluble fiber point of view, and the insoluble fiber works in the gut and in the gastrointestinal tract to bind all the impurities which are coming in and then purge it out. So I think it's a wonderful, wonderful blend. All of these herbs are therapeutically and medically effective, medicinally effective in its own right, but they are all consumed during these 7-day intense program and will add wonders to your body as such. So the oil, and this is one of the most unique concepts, what we have done in Zrii Purify, is the detox oil. So these are all plant-based oil, whether you look at sesame, flax, olive, borage, and hemp. And these are all very well respected oils. They are all very rich in omega-3, 6, and 9. Borage oil is one of the best oil for your skin and skin radiance, as well as flax for hormonal balance. Hemp seed for reducing any pain, stiffness, inflammation as such. And sesame is one of the most revered oil in Ayurvedic medicine as such. So it is used for internal oleation, softening of the impurities, and loosening the gut. It's almost, the analogy which comes to my mind is taking your car to a garage. Every now and then you take your car to change its oil, lube and filter. That's what you do, isn't it?
Yes.
It takes out the old oil, it changes its filter, it does the detailing job, and then you are ready to put another 5,000 miles. So when you do Zrii Purify every 3 months, it's almost taking your body to a garage for those 5-7 days and allowing body to purge these things out. So it should not have any harshness to it, but it is a very, very gentle, effective cleanse. If you look at these combinations of what we have in the fiber, which is rice bran, oat fiber, acacia, orange peel, psyllium, flax, these are all excellent combinations of naturally occurring soluble and insoluble fiber. They are ably supported with aloe vera, which is a great gentle laxative, but also a good detoxifier for liver as such. Slippery elm, it's more or less the same. Buckthorn is an excellent, excellent herb. Fennel, which is a carbonative, reduces your gassy, bloated feeling. Fenugreek seeds, they are also lowering your cholesterol as well as high blood sugar levels. And triphala is a general rasayana and anti-aging, rejuvenating combinations of these three fruits. So it's an excellent combination with the herbs and the fiber together, and it is ably supported with these naturally occurring plant-based oils. So I'm very happy the way this product is going to help all of you, and we'll see some fabulous, fabulous results coming from people doing it regularly. So the pathways of detoxification we always talk about, it's through your skin, sweat, urine, stool, and breath. These are the most important aspects of detoxification. So whatever you can do during these days where you're sweating, you are doing your stretching properly, you are opening the pores of your skin and doing some dry brushing on those days, I think it will really, really help. Doing some breathing exercise, they'll all help. We talk about benefits of a good detox, and it's really important to connect ourselves with why we are doing it. And everyone will vouch to that. Those people who have gone through these detox for 7 days will feel that you will feel greater energy, improved stamina, vibrancy, generalized well-being, radiant complexion, easy weight loss and maintaining it that way, sickness prevention, longevity, sexual vitality, as well as reversal of aging. So there's a tall order, but it is something where once you start doing it on a regular basis, your body gets used to it and you will achieve your optimum wellness from this. Thank you.